Atiku Abubakar is a man that has propensity for corruption, tendency to disloyalty, inability to say and speak the truth at all times. So he's a man who has propensity for poor judgment, belief and reliance in matter about, lack of transparency, a man who trusts in money to buy his way out in all situations, a man who has the readiness to sacrifice morality, integrity, propriety, truth, national interest for self and selfish interest. We are seeing it manifesting. It gives me goose pimples that Atiku has the national award in corrupting the generation before him and corrupting the generation after him. He said in that tape, I have advised Obasanjo against open corruption, meaning Atiku has been operating coded corruption, sacrificing innocent people and hiding his own head. God. The issue here is this. Let me be doing my job, let them be talking. The whole idea is that Atiku Abubakar is a talent discoverer. I met him the first time March 1st, 2025, when he graciously sent for me and I went to meet him and we talked. Pleasant man who is looking for the good of Nigeria, and we kept relating since then. I didn't want to make the mistake I made first. I said this time around I'm going to know people on a closer note before I talk with them and talk for them. And at the end of the day, he made up his mind that this is the value adder. And you know what? Atiku Abubakar, when I met him the first time and he told me his vision for this country, I was captivated. Because vision is the mental picture of a preferred future. I now see that this great man has a vision to foster a united, secure, and prosperous Nigeria, where and in which every citizen can live a happy, healthy, and productive life. From this, his vision, you can see that his agenda is very, very easy to distill, which includes unity, security, which includes economic prosperity, education, health, and which includes restructuring. This restructuring is the one that touches me most. But in order to achieve these things, Atiku Abubakar is of the opinion that his mission will be to provide appropriate political leadership to implement his developmental agenda and to facilitate the realization of his vision. He understood from day one that no matter how good a manifesto is, no matter how good the laws of the land are, no matter how good your own program is, without effective leadership, it will come to naught. Our problem in this country is implementation. Enough of all these words. Atiku Abubakar is going to be a man of action. That is what his mission is. And his agenda will be adequately fulfilled. In 1999 to 2007, Atiku Abubakar did it with Olusegun Obasanjo. All the things they set out to achieve. He was the head of the economic team. And after discovering all these people, Nigeria was owing about $40-something billion. Atiku Abubakar being the head of the economic team with Kenneth Okonkwo that he discovered. They were not borrowing more to put us into slavery. They took us out of debt. And before they left, we were no longer indebted to any country.
So which one are we going to believe now? The then or the now? So does that mean then you were lying about him? All you said was wrong? Or is it now that you're lying about him? Oh, so if you can say what you don't believe in or what you don't know that is true, then, because if you say that's not who he is, that's what, then that means you can also say what is not true or whatever now. So which of the version are we going to believe? Hey, Avevekuve, it's really going to be a very, very interesting conversation. I just wonder how this is going to play out, because at the end of the day, there is a whole lot that Kenneth Okonkwo has said about Atiku that you just put them side by side. There's no need of saying any other thing or whatever. Ah. Sometimes sometimes the question you find you whether one should ask or many people ask is that, do people really want change, or they want access to access? So access, it means access to government, or you're in position of government, or whoever it is that you think is going to get you close to power, or no access to power, and then that's it doesn't really matter. Because in the last 4 years, there's no how you're going to tell me that Atiku went from what he was to Kenneth Okonkwo in the last 4 years to what he is now. There's nothing that he did that made him different. That he's still the same person who was then, and the same person who is still now. And then now you're wondering, just hold on a moment, this thing has gone. Okay, sorry about that. It's room service. Okay, where was I? So okay, like I was saying, it's not as if Atiku now did something that, as in they gave birth to him and it's not a different person. He's still the same person. And how do you go from that to this? And for me, the thing also is that these are things that the words are explicit. You don't put water for mouth where they talk all those things. That there are a whole lot more. This is just as you go on. Of course, I trust Nigeria. They are going to dig up a lot and just be putting them out there for us all to see. But it's just for me, if I tell you, I'm more like humbled by this whole thing. I'm like, gosh, and I'm also grateful to God that I have the capacity to be able to say no to a lot of things. No, I mean, there are some invitations say no to. I'm sorry, I don't want to have a meeting with you. I already have my principal, and that's it. And but it's all privilege that we should not take for granted. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Atiku Abubakar is a man that has propensity for corruption, tendency to disloyalty, inability to say and speak the truth at all times. So he's a man who has propensity for poor judgment, belief and reliance in matter about, lack of transparency, a man who trusts in money to buy his way out in all situations, a man who has the readiness to sacrifice morality, integrity, propriety, truth, national interest for self and selfish interest. We are seeing it manifesting. It gives me goose pimples that Atiku has the national award in corrupting the generation before him and corrupting the generation after him. He said in that tape, I have advised Obasanjo against open corruption, meaning Atiku has been operating coded corruption, sacrificing innocent people and hiding his own head.